Let's go, peeps. Hi, Zuri. We're getting started with math, page 373. All right, so your homework was 2 through 11, and your goal was to find a common denominator, then write the equivalent fractions. So some of us probably are getting the hang of finding common denominators if you know your facts super well. If you don't know your facts super well, that's why you need a multiplication table out. So we're going to write the factors of 4. Say them with me. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. That should be plenty. Now let's write the factors of 3. 3, 6, 9, 12. Oh, look, I can stop. What is my common denominator of number 2, everyone? 12. And when I write the equivalent fractions, I already know my denominator, which is 12. How many times did I need to multiply 4 to get to 12, Gabby? 3. So 3 times 1 is what, 3? Higher. What? 3, correct. So one of our equivalent fractions is 3/12. How many times do we need to multiply 3 to get to 12, Claire? 4. So 4 times 2 is what, Phoebe? 8. So our equivalent fractions are 3/12 and 8/12. Number 3, we need to find equivalent fractions of 6 and 3. I'm going to list them of 6, 6, 12, 18. Now let's do sum of 3. 3, 6. Oh, look. Do I need to go any further? No. My common denominator is 6. So do I even need to change 5 over 6? No, because that literally already has the denominator we want. So I'm just going to leave it 5, 6. And then we need to change 1/3. So how many times did we multiply 3 to get to 6? Rush. How many times do you have to multiply 3 to get to 6? You can count our box. You can count our numbers up here. Twice. Yeah. So 2 times 1 is what, Mason?
2 times 1 is 2.
2. So our equivalent fractions are 5, 6, and 2, 6. All right. Next one, we have 5 and 15. I'm going to write some of the whatchamacallits for the multiples of 5. Say with me. 5, 10, 15, 20. That's probably enough. Let's do 3. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Oh, look! My common denominator is what, everyone? 15. So I'm going to rewrite my denominators down here. But now I need to write my numerators. How many times do we have to multiply 5 to get to 15, Alicia? 3. 3 times 3 is what, Isabel?
3 times 3 is 9.
9. So one of our equivalent fractions is 9/15. And then how many times do we have to multiply 3 to get to 15, Malik?
5.
5. 1 times 5 is what, Abby?
5.
5. Our other equivalent fraction is 5/15. All right. Number 5, let's list some of 8. 8, 16, 24. That's probably plenty for this one. Let's count by 2s. 2, 4. That's not a 6. 6, 8. Oh, look. What's my common denominator? 8. Do I need to change 3 8s? No, it already has the correct denominator, so I'm going to leave it 3 8s, but I need to change my other one. How many times do I multiply 2 to get to 8? Isaiah?
4 times.
4. So 4 times 1 is what, Maddie? 4. So my equivalent fractions are 4 8s and 3 8s. What?
Couldn't 4 8 be
A
half?
Yeah, that's what it was. It was a half. I mean, if we reduced it, but our goal was to find equivalent fractions, not the smallest fractions. Number 6. Alex, did I ever call on you? Oh, well, haha, you're next. All right, let's count by 6s. 6, 12, 18, 24. That's probably enough. Let's count by 4s. 4, 8, 12. Oh, look! My common denominator is what? 12. Alex, how many times do I need to multiply 6 to get to 12? 2 times. So 2 times 1 is what, Gabby?
2.
2. One of our equivalent fractions is 2/12. How many times do I need to multiply 4 to get to 12, Bree? 3. So 3 times 1 is what, Claire? 3. Yep. Fabulous. Our equivalent fractions are 2/12 and 3/12. Yay. All right, I'm going to erase this and scroll down. That way it's like lower. Any questions on the first 5? Going once, going twice. Do we have questions? No? Okay. Remember, you should only be using the pen if you are correcting yourself, and no pencil should be out. All right. We are going to use the least common denominator to write an equivalent fraction. So you're doing the exact same thing here that we did up here, except for they just didn't make you write the common denominator separately. You're still doing the same thing. So we have 6 and 9. Let's write multiples of 6. 6, 12, 18, 24. Let's write multiples of 9. 9, 18. Ooh, look, my common denominator is what? 18. So my new denominators are 18. How many times do I multiply 6 to get to 18, Phoebe? 3. So 3 times 5 is what, John?
3 times 5 is 15.
15. How many times did I multiply 9 to get to 18, Zoe?
2.
2 times. 2 times 2 is what, Alex? 4. So our equivalent fractions are 15, 8. Just say it on your packets. Are 15 18ths and 4 18ths. Next we have 12 and 8. Multiples of 12 are 12, 24, 36, 48. Multiples of 8. 8, 16, 24.
Oh, look. Woo.
Our new denominator is what?
24.
24. 24. How many times did we multiply 12 to get to 24, Malik?
2.
2 times. 2 times 1 is what, Isabel?
2 times 2 would be.
That's not what I asked.
Oh.
I said 2 times 1.
Oh, 2 times 1 is 2.
2 times 1 is 2. How many times did I multiply 8 to get to 24, Mason?
8 times 23 is 3.
3 times. And 3 times 3 is what, Alicia?
9.
Fabulous. Our equivalent fractions are 2 24ths and 9 24ths. Number 9, we have to find the common denominator between 9 and 15. Let's count by 9s. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45,
54.
54,
63.
out of 15.
Yes, 15.
That's 15. I'm just gonna equal up with 45.
Oh yeah, look, Mrs. Knife opening. I was like, where am I going with this? All right, let's count by 15. It's 15, 30, 45. Mrs. Knife was not paying attention. Our new common denominators are 45. How many times do I need to multiply 9 to get to 45, Isaiah?
5.
5. So 5 times 5 is what, Abby?
25.
Fabulous. How many times do I need to multiply 15 to get to 45, Maddie? How many times do we have to multiply 15 to get to 45? 3 times. So 3 times 2 is what, Rush? 3 times 2.
9. 6.
6, yes. So our equivalent fractions are 25 45ths and 6 45ths. Fabulous, fabulous. On to number 10 and number 11. Ella spends 2/3 hour practicing the piano each day. How lovely. She also spent 1/2 hour jogging. What is the least common denominator of these fractions? So you don't even need equivalent fractions. It just wants to know what the least common denominator is. So let's list multiples of 3. 3, 6, 9, 12. That's probably enough. Let's list multiples of 2. 2, 4, 6. Oh, what's my common denominator, everyone?
6.
6. That's all you had to do for that one. Next, in a science experiment, a plant grew 3/4 inch 1 week and 1/2 inch the next week. Use a common denominator to write equivalent fractions for each fraction. So, first thing we have to do is find our common denominator. Let's list multiples of 4. 4, 8, 12, 16. Let's find multiples of 2. 2, 4. Oh, what's my common denominator? 4. So do I need to change 3/4? No. But I do need to change the other one. How many times do I multiply 2 to get to 4, everyone?
2.
2. So 2 times 1 is? 2. So my equivalent fractions are 3/4 and 2/4. Yes.
For that one, don't you think you should put hours?
Which one?
10.
But it's just asking, it didn't ask us to add them together, it just said least common denominator. The common denominator is 6. All right. I'm going to walk around and I'm going to see how well you did on this page really quick. And then I'm going to have Bree pick up the pens. And then we're going to do the next page together. Bree's going to come get your pens and you're going to turn to the next page. We'll know about it. Okay, so least common denominator, smallest one. All right, you may all turn the page. $374. We're not learning something new because, well, we only have like 15 minutes and it's Friday. So we're just going to do these 2 lesson review and then 3 just spiral review of problems we've done in the past. And then it'll basically be time for lunch. So that's the plan for the rest of the morning. So name a pair of fractions that use the least common denominator and are equivalent to 9/10 and 5/6. So this is another way to say, find me a least common denominator and write a pair of equivalent fractions. So let's, you don't even have to write this down. You can just do it with me, okay? So don't worry about it. Mason, that's probably not what you should be doing right now. Rush, also probably not what you should be doing right now. I just want everyone's face up here, okay? Okay. So I need to list multiples of 10. Ready? 10, 20, 30, 40. That's probably enough. Let's count by 6. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. What's my least common denominator? 30. 30 and 30. How many times do I need to multiply 10 to get to 30? Isaiah?
3 times.
3 times. And 3 times 9 is what, everyone?
27.
27. And now, how many times do I need to multiply 6 to get to 30? Malik? 6 times. 5 times. 5 times. And 5 times 5 is what, everyone? 25. So our common denominator is 30. And our equivalent fractions are 27 30ths and 25 30ths. Woot. Next one. Joseph says there is 5/8 of a ham sandwich left and 1/2 of a turkey sandwich left. What is not a pair of equivalent fractions for? I don't really like that question. I mean, anything that's not equivalent would be like 6 because 6 is not a common denominator for 8. 10 is not a common denominator for 8. So this could be a whole bunch of different answers. It just depends on which one you chose to write. So moving on to number 3. I want everyone to read this and try it on their own. Matthew had the following time in 2 races. Blah, 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 blah minutes and blah, 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 blah minutes. Use greater than or less than or equal to make the sentence true. Try number 3 on your own. And I didn't read the number aloud because I would give away the answer. You read the number to yourself. Tell me which one is greater than or less than. You're done, put your pencil down. All right, so when we're looking at greater than or less than, we're going to look at the first digit. The first digit is 3 and 3. So can we use that digit?
No.
No. The next digit is 0 and 0. Can we look at that digit?
No.
Now the next digit is 3 and 2. So what is bigger, 3 or 2? 3. So we obviously want to munch this one. 3 and 32 thousandths is bigger than 3 and 23 thousandths. Okay? So we're eating the bigger one. Nom, nom, nom. Next one. Olivia's class collected 3,591 bottle caps in 57 days. The same number of bottle caps were collected each day. Okay, first off, that would never happen, but that's besides the point. How many bottle caps did the class collect per day? So we already have a total. So we will not be doing addition or multiplication. Instead, what operation will we be doing, friends? Division. So right now, I want all of you to try this division problem on your own. Try this division problem in your book on your own. And then we'll go over it, obviously. And guess what? None of you know how to count by 57s. So you're probably going to have to do some guessing and checking. When you're done, put your pencil down, and that'll be my signal that you're done. Doing the math problem.
Oh, sorry. I have to.
When you are done, put your pencil down. All right. Guess what? Can 57 go into 3? No. Can 57 go into 35? No. But it definitely can go into 359. How many times? I don't know. But Mrs. Kneifel, I'm just going to talk us through it. I'm glad you guys know. Mrs. Kneifel, if I was doing this, which I am right now, I would think, okay, 57 is really close to 50. And I'm going to count by 50s, and then I'm going to see how many times I should multiply by. 50, 100, 150, 200, 300, 350. 6 times. So Mrs. Kneifel is going to try it by 6. And if it doesn't work, I'll just try something else. So 6 times 7 is?
42.
2, carry my 4, 34. So does that fit?
Yes.
Yes. 342. 9 minus 2 is 7. 5 minus 1 is 4. 3 minus 3 is nothing. So then I need to bring down my 1. All right, once again, I'm going to count by 50, and then I'm going to see how many times I should multiply it by. So 50, 100, 150. So I'm going to try 57 times 3 and see what I get. Oh, look at that. It fits perfect. So there were 63 bottle caps collected each day. Give me a thumbs up if you got that right. If you didn't get it right, do you know where you made your mistake? Those of you that just sat there and didn't do anything, that's a problem. Next one. Da, 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 da. Elizabeth multiplied 80, or is that an 8 or a 6?
That's a
6. 63 hundredths by 1 and 8 tenths. What is the correct product? So all we're doing here is a multiplication problem of those two decimals. Give them a try right now, please. Give them a try right now, please. You are multiplying the decimals. This is a review question from chapter 4. Think about what you do with those decimals. We do not have to line them up perfectly. That does not matter. We do not need to line them up because we take the decimal out anyways. And if Mrs. Kneifel is doing this, I see no reason to have that 0 in right now. Later, I may need it as place value holder, but we do not need to multiply 0 at the beginning of a number. That's pointless. So I'm going to write 63 hundredths times 1 and 8 tenths. What is step number 1? Gabby?
take both the decimals out.
1, 2, 3. I'm going to circle 3 for later so I know how many to put it back in. 8 times 3 is what?
24.
24, carry my 2. 8 times 6 is?
48.
48 plus 2 is? 50. Drop in a?
0.
1 times 3 is?
3.
1 times 6 is?
6.
Add them up. 4, 3, 11. My decimal goes in 1, 2, 3. My final answer is 1 and 134 thousandths. 100 or 1 and 134 thousandths. Okay? And our last one is just about my favorite type of problems. It's the Pemdas problem. What do we need to do first in this problem? What is step number 1, Zoe?
Do the what in the parentheses.
Yes. The P of Pemdas stands for parentheses. So 17 plus 8 is?
25.
Sweet. It's 25 apparently. Minus 6 times 2. Mrs. Kneifel likes to create her pizza. Keep on getting smaller. What do I do next? Do I do subtraction or do I do multiplication, Abby?
You do multiplication.
Multiplication. 6 times 2 is? 12. Now I have 25 minus 12, which happens to equal 13. Final answer, 13. Next week, when we come back on Monday, we will be doing 6.5. And then Tuesday, we're going to have a mid-chapter checkpoint assessment or assignment, whatever you want to call it, on line. But Monday, we'll learn something new. Tuesday, mid-chapter checkpoint, because we are already in the mid-chapter checkpoint. Can you believe that? Time's a-flying. All right, Eric and Zuri, I'll post the recording in case you need it. We have social studies right after lunch, okay? So long.
Okay, bye.
Bye.